Welcome back to the show, everybody. SEC versus Ripple, the moment we've been waiting for. The judge rules on the Hinman emails. Cough them up, SEC. Checkmate. Settlement clock starts ticking right now. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook at the top of the screen. $978 billion market cap for crypto. Download that Coin Paprika app right here. We see Bitcoin 19,400 plus, Ethereum 1,300 plus, and XRP at the number 6 spot at 48%, up 10% in the last 24 hours based on this news we're finding. I want to remind you right now, not financial advice. Link2.com, where you can buy private equity if you're accredited. And Ripple is available. And there's not much of it left. And there is a $5,000 minimum. Normally $10,000 minimum. And here is plenty of evidence. Fully subscribe, fully subscribe, fully subscribe. Things do not last long on this platform. Please do not mess around. If you're interested, if you want to get accredited, click link2.com link underneath the video and get it going, because there's not much time left, it appears. And we're going to talk about that right after this. This is Ron Hammond letting us know what's going on in D.C. and the Capitol Hill. A lot of news today about various new crypto bills and letters. Now, this is an interesting thread here. With the election approaching, many members introduced bills late into the session to plant a flag for next year or capstone their legacy if they are retiring. May not get much action now, but could be important later. He goes on to remind everybody here about U.S. senators aimed at amend cybersecurity bill. We covered that yesterday, and that was Senator Blackburn and Lummis. And we see here another reminder of Senator Toomey and the other senator here, which is Representative Peter, who's retiring as well. And it says likely the next lead Republican on Senate banking is Senator Tim Scott. It says this is a reminder about the stablecoin legislation that he would like to see done. Toomey would like to see done before he retires. He says there will be more bills and efforts announced in the coming hours and days. Keep in mind that there is always a chance smaller crypto bills can make their way into larger ones by the end of the year. What does he know to say something like that? There are still a lot of discussions on the DCCPA and stable coins. Stay tuned. Sounds like something's still in play, ladies and gentlemen. Capitol Hill Crypto responds here and says, yeah, this morning's newsletter is going to be a full one. Ron Hammond says, may want to wait and do it later in the day. Few more things coming out today from the Hill. This is 1 hour ago. Plus, last week day of fiscal year is always ripe for enforcement or regulatory action. Oh, really, Ron Hammond? Do tell. Changing gears to what you want to know about, and we got every legal analyst that chimes in and gives us their perspective on this breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Jeremy Hogan said, if you put boom in your video, you get even more views. You're right. And this is boom-worthy news, Jeremy Hogan. And I triple dog dare you to not only put 3 booms in your thumbnail, I also triple dog dare you to put one of those shock faces where your hands are in the air. You're looking to the sky with the open mouth. Hey, just give them good content when you get them in there, right? That's the point. Breaking. Judge Torres overrules the SEC's objections and orders the SEC to turn over Hinman documents. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. What does it all mean? This is it. Sigh of relief. I'm not going to read it all to you. The court has reviewed the remainder of the thorough and well-reasoned orders for clear error and finds none. Accordingly, the court overrules the SEC's objections and directs the SEC to comply with the order. What does it really mean? How much more wiggle room do they all have, right? Jeremy Hogan says here, shout out to you, Jeremy. Jeremy says, Judge Torres agreed with Judge Netburn on every single issue related to the Hinman emails. Relevance, check. Attorney-client privilege, check. Deliberative process privilege, check. Some days I'm proud of this profession, he says. And you know what? I say we might be close to a checkmate to go underneath those 3 checks right there. Yeah, we got some more to hear from. You're going to like all of this. I can tell you that much. I know, because I liked it. How good is it, James, to wake up down under, because Bill's in Australia, to see this tweet from you minutes ago and this great decision? If this can't engender a settlement, what will? Great question. John Deaton says, this is why the crypto market should be thankful Ripple is fighting this case, and they've got the coffers to do so. They're filled with money, baby. If you add up the legal fees Ripple has paid to finally get a ruling from Judge Torres, it is likely $2 to $3 million, and they still don't have the documents. Next step, SEC asked to certify or a writ of mandamus. Now, that is what we really are interested in. How long can this be drug out here? Another legal analyst, Fred Rispoli, right here. Look, I'm just grateful for everybody. Jeremy, Fred, Bill, certainly John Deaton representing all of us. You know, all of you guys, James, or sorry, he likes to be called Jim. He prefers Jim Filan. I'm so grateful for all of you legal analysts through this process. Thoughts on a wonderful win. First, although expected given the high burden the SEC needed to carry, this win was amazing. Judge Torres was making me sweat, but not Jeremy Hogan, who called end of September. Come on in. Yeah. Second, we have more context of Judge Torres. Judicial temperament in this case, and it does not bode well for the SEC. The writing is on the wall, but I'm still not sure if the SEC has the literacy level to read it. Damn. Judge Torres telegraphed how she will evaluate the motion summary judgment papers and case law, and it's not in the SEC's favor. That's what I'm taking from it, too. I feel good hearing a legal analyst say that as well. Third, Judge Torres did hint that the documents sought, though relevant for discovery, may not actually be admissible for trial. But this is not a major concern because once they are disclosed, the damage to the SEC is done. Fourth, Judge Torres did not have any harsh language for the SEC like Netburn, hypocrisy zinger, but did allude to the schizophrenic nature of the SEC's position. Rest assured, the message was sent to the SEC that its ship is sinking and it will not be getting any more offers for lifeboats. Oh, my goodness. Now we see how desperate the SEC truly is. Does it file motion for reconsideration, interlocutory appeal, writ of mandamus? SEC can easily drag the email saga out another 1 to 3 months if it wants to. But any negative appellate ruling for the SEC will damage all government agencies in the future, not just the SEC. Fred, thank you so much. This is Eleanor Tarrant right here sharing a statement here and a comment from Stuart Alderati, head of Ripple Legal Counsel, General Counsel here. It is a statement that says, we are pleased by the 6th and hopefully final decision from the court to produce these documents, which grants Ripple access to important documents that the SEC has continued to withhold. That is the statement. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the statement. And we have Jim right here, and certainly last and certainly not least right here. You're going to want all of this. Some thoughts on the next steps in the quest for the Hinman documents. The SEC has a number of procedural cards they can play to try to further delay complying with the order to produce the Hinman documents. They can ask Judge Torres to reconsider her order overruling the SEC objection. Second, they could skip the motion for reconsideration and just ask her to certify an appeal of the decision she has issued today. Third, they could go to the Court of Appeals directly on petition for the writ of mandamus, as I've mentioned before. These are all low probability of success maneuvers. But if the SEC wants to delay producing the documents, they may try or even all of these maneuvers. And that could take an additional 2 to 3 months to work out. None of these attempts at delay, however, will impact the summary judgment schedule. That's important to note too. And let us not forget, while the pressure is on and the window appears to be open, the clock is ticking 2 to 3 months. If those emails have to be turned over, and listen, if you come from the same camp that I do, and I know many others do, you believe that we and Ripple will never, ever, ever see those emails. Now, we just got some of William Hinman's SEC calendar, and that is quite damning in itself, just seeing the people he was meeting with and the times he was meeting with them. I don't believe we're ever going to see these emails. So if that is true, and becomes fact, and I tell you, I believe it could, then we're in a ticking window right now, a closing window that the clock is running of 2 to 3 months, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we are on this day. I also want to remind you guys, listen, Ledger, cold storage wallet, ladies and gentlemen, don't mess around. Not your keys, not your crypto, and you can buy the crypto you want from the exchange that Ledger has directly from your phone without ever having to open your cold storage wallet, and it will go to your cold storage wallet. Check out all the links underneath the video. They're great products and specials I use each and every day. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just my digital perspectives. I'll catch all of you on the next one.